Hello everyone, it's been a while since I last posted a one-sentence opinion video, so here I am. It feels like so many things have been happening in K-pop lately and I just wanted to briefly give my opinion on a couple of things, so why not do it? Obviously these are just my opinions and you're more than free to disagree. Tell me what you think in the comments if you want. Now let's start. It's so hypocritical seeing people acting so sad about Momoland's disbandment when you all literally bullied them for years. There's a difference between being worried for someone's health and body shaming them. You gotta stop turning this SM Hyben Kakao situation in some kind of fan fiction. There's no hero or villain, it's just companies being greedy for money as usual. An equal line distribution isn't necessarily fair. Kepler needs to disband ASAP so that the girls will be able to truly shine and find a style that suits them. Just cause you stop liking their releases it doesn't mean Stacey music quality is decreasing. Stop saying no hate just to then proceed to say something straight up hateful. It won't make it any better and it's just ridiculous. Positions in groups should be updated as time goes by if certain members improve. 5th gen is not about to start. 4th gen has literally just started taking over. The fact that many rookies with no impact or influence in beauty and fashion are now becoming brand ambassadors is sus as hell and speaks volumes on big company privilege. Each and every one of you who is calling female idols pick-me girls are fucking pick-me's yourself. It seems to me like you all are unable to speak positively about your faves without painting other idols as villains. I don't think straight people are qualified to judge whether something is queerbaiting or not. Boys Planet's performances were painful to watch. Good Boy Gone Bad over Sugar Rush Ride. Yeena suits concepts like Love War way better and she should ditch the bright retro concept she had going on. Wheein doesn't get enough credit for her dancing. Just cause you think rigged survival show lineups were better it doesn't make rigging okay or justifiable in any way. Just admit it, you all didn't have a problem with Jonghyun's outfits, you all only had a problem with her body. Stop downplaying the sexualization of male idols. Charting isn't an indicator of quality but it's surely an indicator of how much people are enjoying a song, so it is kind of a big deal even if some of you like to pretend it isn't. Not everyone wants to stand new groups that could disband anytime and that's okay. You don't have to support underrated groups if you don't want to. Stacey's poppy Japanese version over the Korean version. Y'all are ridiculous crying when tragic situations like Sully and Jonghyun happen but then you're the first to bully idols. Companies buying out other companies isn't monopoly, it's just business. I'd actually love it if Hikaru joined XG after Kepler's disbandment. After New Jeans I don't think Min Heejin should be allowed to work with minors ever again. You don't get to say a group member is favored if you don't follow the group and don't keep up with every member's activities. The 7-year curse only existing for girl groups is the proof that companies are heavily biased towards men. People aren't Bahiantage just for calling out the toxicity of some of her solo stans. 3rd gen stans became annoying like 2nd gen stans and I have no doubt 4th gen stans will be just as annoying when 5th gen comes around. Ives Ray is literally one of the best and most talented female rappers in 4th gen. Girl groups are carrying 4th gen and I don't see that changing in 5th gen either. For the love of God, if you can't handle disbandments well then just don't get into temporary groups. We don't need annoying people always bringing up the past whenever the members move on to different activities. Speaking of which, so many of you don't actually care about post IZ*ONE soloists and you only care about them when they mention the other members and give you those IZ*ONE crumbs you're so desperate for. I just wish companies stopped debuting virtual idols, but something tells me this will be the next big trend in K-pop. It's hypocritical how you all infantilize grown-ass idols but then get annoyed at young idols for acting like the kids they are. Suri is one of the most talented female soloists out there and she has one of the most interesting vocal tones in K-pop. So it sucks that she doesn't get the recognition she deserves. Go stan her. You literally don't know the meaning of pick-me girl, which is fucking embarrassing considering how often you use it. Stop whining about wanting male and female idols to interact freely if then you proceed to harass anybody of the opposite sex that gets close to your faves. Companies should stop pretending like Europe doesn't exist when it comes to world tour. European K-pop stans exist and we wanna see our idols live too. Moonbirl's rap is kinda overhyped. Idols don't have to be clowns to be funny and groups can be close even if they are not chaotic. Teddy Bear is good but it's Stacey's worst title track. I prefer mini albums over full albums. Single albums need to disappear, I'm serious. You either think lip syncing is okay or you don't. You can't just excuse some groups and drag others to hell and back. New Jeans stans are insufferable. Your faves didn't invent Y2K and they don't own this concept. Get over it. Just cause your fave is going viral on Twitter it doesn't mean she's an it girl. That's not how it works. Pop companies cannot be bothered to do background checks on their trainees and this is not good. Let's stop demonizing chill solo stans that don't attack anyone and don't spread hate. The hate on Won Young is so forced it's almost funny. English and Japanese versions of K-pop songs are absolutely pointless. Remixes are always terrible and they have no reason to exist whatsoever. I'm not gonna name any names but certain fandoms really have to stop with their superiority complex. You aren't special. Virtual groups like Mave will not last in the long run. Plastic surgery is literally not a big deal and I don't get why you turn it into one. I would think you all were Korean based on how much you talk about idols bowing and get offended over a culture that isn't your own. I can't express how incompetent and stupid Brave Entertainment was to disband Brave Girls after they literally blew up when they could have capitalized on their popularity instead. There will never be such thing as the top 3 girl groups in 4th gen, simply because the big 3 were not the only ones that debut dominating groups in this generation. K-pop stans have a talent for turning the stupidest and most insignificant things into scandals. I'm scared YG will just turn Baby Monster into Blackpink 2.0 which would be detrimental and will only draw constant comparison between the two groups. People care more about songs being self-produced rather than songs actually being good. Playlisting does wonders when it comes to boosting a group's digitals. It's also such common practice and I don't get why K-pop stans act so shocked. Triple S can be the next big thing if the company promotes them correctly. You all gotta stop viewing cuteness as a negative thing. There's nothing wrong with idols wanting to look pretty. I don't know about you but I surely wouldn't want to look ugly in front of hundreds of people either. OMG overdodo. Stacy will keep on losing popularity unless they come back with something like Stereotype and ASAP. TXT's discography started to go downhill after Lose Your Lover. Well, this was it. These were some of my one-sentence K-pop opinions that I wanted to talk about and share with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to express your opinions down in the comments if you'd like to. Thank you guys. Bye.